Welcome to Dead Man Talking. Tonight's story, guys, is part 4 in a fantastic and chilling series entitled I'm part of a Cryptid Intervention Task Force. Part 4. Let's get straight into that. Hey everyone, I'm back. It's been a good couple of days, and I can explain where I've been. We took the fight to them. It was a major operation, and we took them out. Command found out where the stream of Wendigos was coming from, and we brought the pain. We were given an armoured air task force to assist with dealing with the threat, as just sending ground troops would basically be free food for them. Let's get on to the meat of my report for you all. Command was contacted by one of our sister bases deep up north, near the Canadian border. Apparently, their drones found the telltale signs of Wendigos encroaching in the area. Knowing that we were dealing with a small group pushing southward towards us, they asked if we were willing to participate in a joint SAR destruction operation on the Wendigo threat. Zweihander decided to send a large response force up north, which I was a part of. We would meet up with the other base's forces, along with heavy armour and air cover, and push into the Wendigo territory and annihilate them, while also keeping eye on our civilians in our AO to evacuate or rescue. Command decided the operation should start at least in the day, as Wendigos have extreme advantages at night. So, my unit packed up when we moved up north for the past few days. Our ground convoy was bigger, with us replacing our MRAPs for strikers and LAVs. This gave us added protection and firepower, as the strikers were equipped with their standard 30mm cannon, and the LAVs were equipped with 30mm cannons fitted with incendiary rounds and a flamethrower. Our air cover comprised of a flight of Apaches and Cobras. Their call signs were Black Raven and Roaring Dragon. On the ground, it was my unit, Hunter, Dragoon, Eagle, Reaver, Echo, Griffin, Hitman Assassin, and Oddball. We linked up with 5 other teams, call sign, Toolbox, Shogun, Reaper, Talon, and Archangel. The initial push into the forest was uneventful, but the deeper we got is when we received contact. It was sporadic at first, as if they were testing us. Random debris would hit the armoured hull of our vehicles, trees would fall, and our gunners would see movement in between the trees. We were all calm, save for Rook, who, under his stoic demeanour that he was putting on, was pissing himself with fear. As much as he was on everyone's shit list for the stunt he pulled, we still had his back, and we hoped he had ours, so we could make it out there alive. Our air cover engaged first, causing the convoy to halt. Apaches and Cobras danced and strafed the tree line, engaging targets at will and destroying their concealment. Plumes of powder white snow flew into the air as 30mm rounds from their chain guns impacted the earth. We heard the howls through the thick plating of the LAV as many rounds found their target. Conrad kept his palm pressed against his headset, listening carefully for our cue to engage. I observed everyone. We were all in full combat gear, but our camouflage would clash against the white of the snow, which we didn't mind. Allowed us to keep an eye on each other. That and a multicam black worked extremely well on night operations. I grabbed my HK-416 tightly, my thumb caressing the area where the safety selector was located. Conrad perked up and gave us a thumbs up, calling out, "Alright, Hunter team, time to engage, let's move out!" The cabin came alive with hollers as a ramp lowered, and we quickly filed out and took up fighting positions. The quick, blinding sensation of the sun shining on the white snow flashed into my eyes and was replaced with an almost serene vista. And then The sounds of gunfire, shouts and helicopter blades brought me back to reality. I observed the chaos, moving forward with my units, engaging where we saw fit. I saw them, their gaunt, emaciated frames, striding through the snow effortlessly. Their howls chilled me to the core, but it was briefly, since I saw one fall from an incendiary 30mm round to the chest. I took aim and fired, the recoil kicking gently against my shoulder, my breathing slow and methodical. We kept pushing under the cover of the air and the armour, pushing them deeper into the forest, closer to their lair. This went on for hours, until the moon shined over us. The howls increased as more of them came forth to assist their embattled comrades. I sprinted through the perimeter made by the armoured task force, vehicles lined up in rows, and between each vehicle was a dug-up position where a heavy weapons team was tasked to help hold the line. Tracers filled the night as rounds found their targets and Wendigos burst into flames. I found who relayed to me that we were pushing deeper in. I nodded, sprinting to find the others. I found Rook first, helping a heavy weapons team set up, covering them as they planted their M249s into position. He looked at me, nodded, and moved as the gunner team began suppressing and advancing Wendigos. Once everyone was found, we regrouped with Conrad and Shogun team. We moved behind a group of LAVs and strikers as they roared forward, their cannons and flamethrowers lashing out at the enemy in front of them. Flames danced forward and enveloped the arm of one of the Wendigos, who, in a fit of rage, slammed into one of the strikers. The driver backed up quickly, firing away at the beast. More flames enveloped it as it tried to lash out at us behind an LAV. We fired, backing up as well, our rounds slamming into it as it thrashed around. The skin burned away and the muscles melted off the bone as it finally collapsed into the snow in a pile of flame. Another one burst forward from the darkness but was quickly gunned down. We kept moving, finally reaching the lair of the beasts. As we approached it, a larger Wendigo sprang forth, holding a makeshift large branch as a club. Judging by its size, we assumed it was an ancient Wendigo, one from centuries in the past. Every vehicle and operator opened fire, all of our rounds impacting it, but it still kept coming. I thrashed around, then tossed its makeshift weapon. It striking the side of one of the LAVs and then slamming into a few of our allies, sending them sprawling. Rook and I slowly moved forward, heel to toe, firing and reloading as we went. We would move as one. When I would reload, he would cover me, and I would do the same for him. The beast slowly kept backing up, roaring into the night. Over a radio, we heard the air cover coming in hot. Conrad ordered us to pull back, and we did, leapfrogging back to the safety of our armoured vehicles. The Apaches came in, strafing it with their 30mm, followed by the Cobras firing several TOW missiles at it. Finally, 3 Apache Hellfires impacted the area and the LAVs moved up, emptying their tanks for their flamethrowers onto the pile of rubble. We let out the ragged cheer, watching as the flames danced around and swallowed everything whole. This was a good day, a day we would all remember, a day when we took the fight to the darkness and won. Lately, everything has been quiet. No sightings, no incidents, and we are enjoying the current peaceful atmosphere. I'm heading out on patrol in a few hours, going to check up on the Sasquatch tribes. I hope you all stay safe out there, and remember, nothing bullets cannot cure. Wow, hope you guys enjoyed that installment in the series. Absolutely fantastic. The feedback has been wonderful. Full credit, of course, to the writer, the author, RavenLegionnaire. Fabulous series, and I can't wait to see more from yourself. Let us know what you think down below in the comments, guys. Of course, please do like and share. And remember, as ever, if you're going out, hiking, or walking in the park. Just make sure you be safe, not sorry.